Alright guys, now this is the kind of update that I'm really loving that Dokkan is doing. So for the 3-year anniversary, we had that Namek story event, the Planet Namek story event, where we were able to farm up a Kid Gohan. He had his own orbs, so we were able to freely 100% him. And he got an Extreme Z Awakening up to level 140, so he's a very formidable unit. He's useful in several different modes, on several different teams, just a very good overall unit. Now, for the 250 million download celebration, they have given us another one of these units. Now we have this Piccolo right here, who is actually the first free-to-play unit that has the transformation mechanic as well. So let's just go ahead and 100% this guy. We're going to go ahead and take him into an event now, and then we'll kind of test out how well he'll do compared to after he gets his Extreme Z Awakening. So I got our boy ready to get up to 100% in the dupe system, so let's just go ahead and do that. Again, you can farm his orbs from the 3rd stage of the new Ginyu Force event, on Planet Namek. Alright, so we got him awakened, or we have him rainbowed, right? So now, let's just go ahead and awaken this bad boy. All he takes is a couple of nail medals from the same event. Boom. And at this point, he is now a transformation character. After 5 turns in the battle, Piccolo will basically fuse with Nail, and then he becomes a better card. He becomes really good after the transformation actually takes place. I love that they gave us this Piccolo like this. The only thing is, let me take a look at this Piccolo right here. I haven't looked at him in-game. So here he is. He's just Piccolo. And when he transforms, his name does not change. I do think maybe this could be a good opportunity for the Namekian category. If you guys look, here's the Namekian category. Now again, this is me on JP. Global does not yet have the 2 Lord Slug cards. You can have both Lord Slug cards on the same team, because this one right here is the Giant form Lord Slug, and then this is just a free-to-play, grindable, normal Lord Slug card. So, one way they can give us more units for the Namekian category is to actually, give, Piccolo after he fuses with Nail or Kami, a different name. Usually, I don't, ask for stuff like that. It's clearly if a character should have a different name, but, the Namekian category is pretty light, and, Piccolo, he's a completely different character in the Cell Game saga compared to where he is at the end of Dragon Ball, right? Literally Piccolo fuses with 2 other Namekians. So that's why, I do think, this card should be, Piccolo and then, fuse with Nail in parentheses, I think would be, a good, name for this card, and that would help the Namekian category out a little bit. Now, again, he is getting an Extreme Z Awakening very soon, so there is one thing we need to do to prepare for that. So, he's SA10 right now, he's rainbowed, so we're good. But, what you're going to want to do is you want a second copy of this Piccolo. You're just getting the first Piccolo to 100%, you're going to get 1 million extra copies. Get this guy to SA5 and awaken a second copy, and then we're just going to hold on to him. We don't need to level him up, don't need to put any orbs into him, nothing like that. But what we're going to do with this second Piccolo right here is after we complete the Extreme Z Awakening event for the first Piccolo, we're then going to feed this second copy into him for the free 5 SA levels. That will save us having to use any Elder Kais or Grand Elder Kais on a unit that is so easily farmable. So let me go ahead and level this guy up, and we'll test him out. I'm really not even sure which team yet. I suppose the Namekian category team. This is also going to be an interesting Extreme Z Awakening event, because the Namekian category is what he's weak to, and you're looking at the Namekian category right there, so we'll see. I don't have any Nail cards, because all the Nail cards are SRs and Rs too, by the way. They really do need to release an SSR or a TUR Nail. I mean, he was very powerful. He was stronger than all of the Ginyu Force, so I certainly think he could get a fucking TUR. That's not asking for too much. I actually would not have been upset if Nail himself was a farmable card rather than the Piccolo fused with Nail. But let me level him up, and we'll go ahead and hop into an event. Alright guys, so we'll go ahead and hop into an event with Piccolo on the hero team. as of right now, this is pretty much the best team for this Piccolo. What's funny is tomorrow the new, transforming Goku will arrive on both Global and JP Dokkan, and he's actually going to be a pretty good option. I think the hero team is going to benefit a lot from having the ability to not have all the typings represented on a team, right? Because right now, in order to use the hero team or a villain team, you have to have all 5 typings represented, which does really get in the way, especially for the hero team, because, specifically with Vegito Blue, his links are so specific, so you have to design the team and build the team in a certain way for it to be very effective. But after Goku comes out, you could just put, you could do a hero team of, 6 AGL types for all you care. It doesn't really matter too much. Okay, so my Vegito Blue is about to come back onto this first rotation, which is what I want. The Super Battle Road LR is probably the best linking partner for the EZA Piccolo. Well, I call him EZA, but, obviously he hasn't EZA'd yet. This basically is his, I don't want to say his best friend, but probably the unit that will bring the most out of Piccolo, right? Now, if you're on Global, okay, so his main attack links are Z fighters and experienced fighters. So, something like SCR Ultimate Gohan does work rather good with this Piccolo. You also have a unit, see, what's funny is 1000 Day Goku actually does link up pretty well with this Piccolo, but of course, that's going to be incredibly difficult. More people are going to have the Super Battle Road LR than they're going to have the 1000 Day LR. See, on Global, Piccolo doesn't really have a great linking partner, because I'm kind of looking at the Experienced Fighters link set right now, and even a lot of units that are on here are JP only. I mean, it's really just a waiting game for this Super Battle Road LR to come out, and then you can really support Piccolo nicely. Okay, so I also brought the LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. I found them to be quite useful in times that I could actually get them on a team. Because, giving that 4 key is very helpful, and then the defensive buff they give also is quite useful. So, I really like the LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, and I do not regret rainbowing them whatsoever. I think I would actually probably recommend people go ahead and rainbow them. Now, can Jiren be sealed yet? He can't be stunned. No, I don't think I think he's immune to being sealed right now. Okay, so Piccolo doesn't do very much damage. Again, I did hop into the Jiren event. I was like, you know what? Let's take Piccolo into a real Big Daddy fight. I would say this is probably the second hardest Dokkan event of all the Dokkan events currently out. Ultra Instinct Goku, definitely the hardest. And then I would say Jiren falls in at second, because Jiren does have the incredibly annoying ability of locking your rotations and really fucking with you in that way. That always is a huge detriment whenever you fight bosses that do that. Okay, so good. Tech Vegito Blue did not get supered before he supers, and here's my Rainbow Star Tech Vegito Blue. Again, many people consider this guy right there as the best unit in the game, but for me, he supers once and then he does 2 normal attacks. Yep. That's what Tech Vegito Blue does for me every single time. He supers once, and then he does 2 normal attacks. That's why, yeah, he could output more damage than LR Vegito Blue, but I'm sorry, I prefer LR Vegito Blue. I really, really do. Because LR Vegito Blue, he just out the gate is just pimp smacking cats, with that Spirit Sword, and stacking his attack and defense the whole time. LR Vegito Blue is the damn GOAT. And meanwhile, I have to sit here and watch Tech Vegito Blue not work with me at all. It's please, Tech Vegito Blue super twice. Okay. So now we got to STR Jiren. Now things get very, very serious. We do want to get Rainbow Orbs for Piccolo. That does make him hit harder. As of right now, Piccolo gets 10% attack per Rainbow Key Sphere. once he transforms, he gets even bigger of a buff. The next time we see him, he will transform, because he still transforms even though he does not have his EZA as of right now. Okay, so I'm wondering if I have to use an item here, because here's the thing. Jiren hits like a freight train. I'm actually going to use an Icarus right here, because Jiren hits like a freight train. Even the Rainbow LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 would probably get absolutely worked by Jiren. So let's see what Piccolo's at. 600k. Okay, that 600k is not bad when we consider that Piccolo is still going to get an Extreme Z Awakening upcoming. And of course, he is not yet transformed into his stronger state after he fuses with Nail. So that is kind of an important detail to consider right there. All right, so here's LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. They're probably not going to do too much damage unless they would crit. Yeah, only 100k, I figured. Alright, so they're able to tank Jiren's shots, no problem right there. Okay, so now Jiren is very likely to super like crazy. See, the thing with Jiren is Jiren does lower your defense when he supers. So if he hits like a unit 10 times and he supers first, you're going to be in trouble, because he's going to lower your defense and then hit you a ton after that, which could put you in a bind, depending on what the situation is. Yep, do your normal attack. Oh, okay, we got a second super. We did get a second super from Vegito Blue. Okay, good shit, my boy. Good shit, my boy. There he goes. All right, there that man go, and here it's time. It is time. What's up, Nail? Boom! Yo, all right, I love that. I don't care. Transformation cards are so damn cool, bro. They are just incredible. I love it. That's the thing. The two Dokkan Fests that come out tomorrow, Goku and Frieza, they might not be the best cards. I would think Ultra Instinct Goku, like Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, are probably better units. But like the transformations are going to be so much fun. Like, that's the thing. Like, yes, if we just look at it in a vacuum, I do think there are better cards than the Transforming Goku and Frieza, but it's going to be so exciting having those motherfuckers transforming left and right. Okay, so we have a lot of defense right now, and we're only going to be able to get 3 Rainbow Orbs, okay, for Piccolo, because same thing, Piccolo still gets extra stats from Rainbow Orbs. Now he gets 12% attack, and he recovers 15,000 HP from Rainbow Orbs. Gohan should be good in terms of defense. Piccolo will be good in terms of defense because he has type advantage. And I think the Super Battle Road LR should be good as well. I don't think we'll need to use any items right here. I originally was going to use an item to break the lock on Piccolo, but I decided, you know what, we'll just leave him right there. That's fine. Alright, so 1.6 million by STR Ultimate Gohan. Not bad, not bad. That's the thing. If STR Ultimate Gohan is able to get a few super attacks, only 600k from Piccolo. Okay. He really does need his Extreme Z Awaken. It will big time buff him. Let me see. What do his stat? Do I have the... Okay, so he gets the basically 13k attack when he's Extreme Z Awoken. So he gets a little less than 3,000 extra attack from his Extreme Z Awakening. I do think that is a big factor. Okay, I can't let LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 sit in that spot though. So I will have to use an item. I think I'll be good. I don't think I'll need to use an item. If LR Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 got supered, they would probably take like 160, 170k. But we have full health. He would not be able to take us out in one turn. So we're still sitting good here. And Tech Vegito Blue, we've now had several turns where he's been able to build up his attack power. 1.5 million, pretty good. Like if you would get 2 or 3 super attacks right here, it would be very impressive. Like, yeah, look at that. 400k on a normal... He only did 2 attacks. He's Rainbow! Oh, Vegito Blue drives me nuts. Vegito, why? Why do you do this to me? Okay, so we're probably going to get one more turn with Piccolo The only thing is we're not actually going to have, unless they crit right here. So we're not going to have the Super Battle Road LR on rotation with him. Okay, so let's use an item real quick so we can have Piccolo deal the finishing blow, since the video is about my boy here. Alright, so they have the Z Fighters link, I think, with Ultimate Gohan. I don't think Ultimate Gohan, he does not have, whatchamacallit, experienced fighters, so that's the only thing. Alright, so we will get a Dokkan attack with Piccolo as well. Alright, so here Piccolo will get super attacked. This will lower his defense a lot. I wonder if Jiren will be able to damage Piccolo now that his defense is lowered. Yeah, actually, he was able to do 4 digits. That's crazy. That's kind of crazy, actually. Okay, so... Bam, there we go. And let's see how much damage our boy Piccolo can do, finishing things off. I think one thing they could have done that would have been really cool would have been Piccolo stacking his defense. I think would have been really awesome. Or, not, excuse me, he does stack his defense on Super. I think it would have been really cool if Piccolo would stack his attack on Super. I guess, you know, even just his defense, so it is something, right? Like, when he Extreme Z Awakens, he actually stacks it for 3 turns. That's pretty good. Yeah, so he gets a 30% defensive buff for 3 turns after he EZAs. Because right now, before the EZA, the defensive stack is only for 1 turn. That's pretty good. So this Piccolo, again, for a free-to-play unit, he is quite good. I'm very impressed with what they did with this man. And then, again, we'll have his EZA coming out, I think, in about 4 days from now. So let's just real quick take a look at our boy Piccolo and Nail right here. So this is Battle as a Namekian Piccolo. We'll just go over what he does right now pre-EZA. So right now, he's AGL type P2, HP attack and defense 30% as a leader skill. So it's fodder right now. After his EZA, he does become a Namekian category leader of 77% though. Right now, he does the special beam cannon, which only does Supreme, no other effects until his Extreme Z Awakening happens. His passive skill is Compatriot's Power, which is attack and defense 50%. He gets 10% attack and 1 key per Rainbow Key Sphere. And then he assimilates when conditions are met, which is 5 turns or more into the battle. So, like, if it's 5 turns in the fight and Piccolo's there, he'll fuse. Otherwise, you know, on the 6th turn when he shows up. Because I think in this fight, on the 5th turn, Piccolo wasn't in rotation. So technically, it was like the 6th turn where he fused. But, you know, that's 5 is a lot better than 6, believe it or not. So his links are Z Fighters, Experienced Fighters, Namekians, Brainiacs, Shocking Speed, Gaze of Respect, and Shatting Limit. So, like, he has fine links. I mean, Experienced Fighters does help out a lot. That's a very relevant link nowadays. A lot of very good units have Experienced Fighters, so it is helpful that Piccolo does have that. He does have 2 categories. He has the Namekian category, which was actually added to Global early for this Piccolo. And then you also have the Planet Namek Arc category. This Piccolo will probably be quite good on that team as soon as it actually gets a proper category leader. So then, of course, after 5 turns, he will assimilate Nail, and he becomes this Piccolo right here. And he has his super attack and his passive changed. So his super attack becomes Feel the Pain of the Namekians, where he gets supreme damage to enemy and raises defense by 30% for 1 turn. And then his passive skill, Sense of Invincibility, he recovers 20% HP, he changes AGL Key Spheres to Rainbow Key Spheres, and he gets an attack and defensive buff of 60%, and he gets 12% 2 key and 15,000 HP per Rainbow Key Sphere. So this Piccolo does a lot. He does so much, which is something I really like about him. A free-to-play unit with a lot of options is a very good thing. So there we go. For now, we will finish up the video with this guy like this. Don't forget to farm up your 2nd copy to SA5 for after the EZA hits. And we will come back and we'll do another video after this guy has his Extreme Z Awakening. So thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.